What if I told you the war in Tigray never really ended? It just changed weapons. Guns were traded for shovels, soldiers turned to smugglers, and now billions in blood-stained gold are flowing straight into the hands of foreign powers. And at the heart of it all, the United Arab Emirates. Welcome to Semonigna Spotlight, your front row seat to the Horn of Africa's most explosive secrets. Today, we're cracking open a scandal so big, so dirty, it's shaking the very core of Ethiopia's war-torn north. From the ashes of a brutal conflict in Tigray rises a deadly new gold rush, one that's enriching warlords, exploiting ex-soldiers, and funneling billions in illicit gold straight to Dubai's glittering markets. The weapons may be silent, but the war is far from over. This is a story of blood, greed, and betrayal, with the UAE playing a shadowy central role. Smuggling routes, toxic mines, and stolen dreams. You don't want to miss this, so hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and buckle up. Let's expose the truth behind. The gold rush born from war's ashes. Tigray, Ethiopia, a region scarred by a brutal 2020 to 2022 war that killed 600,000 people. The fighting's over, but a new war's raging, not with tanks, but with shovels, guns, and gold. Tigray's gold mines, once Ethiopia's economic backbone, are now a chaotic free-for-all. And the players? Ex-generals, armed militias, and shady foreign dealers, all with their eyes on Dubai. Ex-soldiers turned miners. Thousands of former Tigray Defense Forces fighters, left jobless after the war, are digging gold with bare hands and rusty tools, selling it at local markets for scraps. Generals seizing power, ex-TDF commanders, war heroes turned warlords are running the show. They've taken over prime mines like Rahwa, using heavy machinery and armed guards to lock out competitors. Foreign hustlers, UAE-linked middlemen swoop in, buying gold on shady pay-later deals, then smuggling it out before miners see a cent. It's a ruthless hustle, and Tigray's people are the losers. In Shire, Tigray's gold hub, prices sink with Dubai's markets. A gram fetches $106, 25% above Ethiopia's official rate. But here's the twist. Ethiopia's central bank is supposed to control all gold exports. So why's this gold vanishing? Spoiler, it's headed to the UAE, Dubai, the black hole of Africa's gold. The UAE is the global hub for dirty gold, and the numbers are staggering. A Swissaid report revealed that from 2012 to 2022, 2,569 tons of African gold, worth $115 billion, flooded the UAE without export declarations. That's gold from war zones like Tigray, Sudan, and Ghana, disappearing into Dubai's markets. Smuggling made easy. In the UAE, you can carry gold worth up to $16,335 without declaring it. Smugglers exploit this, sneaking Tigray's gold through Eritrea's Mereb River, Somaliland, Kenya, or Uganda. Once it hits Dubai's retail markets, it's gone, untraceable. Sudan's bloody link. This isn't just Tigray's problem. In Sudan, the Rapid Support Forces control gold-rich Darfur and sell to UAE buyers. Some reports even claim the UAE is funding Sudan's civil war through these deals. Now, Tigray's gold is on the same dark path. Billions in gold, from Tigray's war-torn hills to Dubai's glitzy souks. And who's paying the price? Tigray's people. The human toll: blood, land, and poison. This gold rush isn't just stealing wealth, it's stealing lives. Let's break it down. Land grabs and heartbreak. Sion, a 37-year-old mom from Hitsats, saw armed men and excavators take her family's farmland. She was jailed for resisting, and when she returned, her land was destroyed. Her story echoes across Tigray. deadly clashes. In August 2024, a profit-sharing dispute in Rawa village turned deadly, over 20 killed. At Hinsat mine, another clash left 24 dead. These mines are now battlegrounds. Environmental ruin. Unlicensed miners, including Chinese operators, use mercury and cyanide, poisoning rivers and soil. Tigray's mountains are being gutted, leaving a toxic legacy. This is disaster capitalism at its worst. Profit over people, destruction over hope. Who's to blame? Complicity everywhere. Who's letting this happen? Tigray's administration admits it's lost control. Former leader Getachew Reda dropped a shocker. For every kilo of gold legally sold, 3 to 4 kilos are smuggled. In 2024, Tigray exported 12,210 kilograms of gold, $2 billion, to Ethiopia's central bank. But an estimated 36,600 kilograms, $2.5 billion, was smuggled out. Warlords and generals. Ex-TDF commanders are banking millions, treating mines like their personal kingdoms. Foreign players. Canadian firms like East Africa Minerals have licenses but can't access their sites. Armed groups rule. Chinese miners, meanwhile, dig illegally, leaving toxic waste. The UAE's role. During the war, the UAE armed Ethiopia with drones and weapons. Now they're the top buyer of Tigray's smuggled gold. Coincidence? You decide. Ethiopia's losing billions, and Tigray's people are losing everything. Meanwhile, Dubai's markets keep shining. A flicker of hope. Here's the latest for 2025. The UAE introduced rules in 2022 to curb dirty gold, suspending 32 refineries and spiking suspicious transaction reports 30-fold in 2023. But it's barely a dent. Only 5% of their gold trade is regulated. Smuggling still thriving. In Tigray, the interim administration is launching a task force to fight illegal mining, but they're battling armed groups and murky laws. And here's a new twist. Eritrean forces, still lurking in Tigray despite the peace deal, are now tied to looting and smuggling. This scandal's getting uglier by the minute. Will justice prevail? Tigray's gold should rebuild schools, hospitals, and lives. Instead, it's fueling warlords, foreign profiteers, and Dubai's gold empire. This is Sudan, Ghana, and Africa's resource curse all over again. The world must act. Pressure the UAE to close smuggling loopholes, push Ethiopia to protect its people, and spread this story. As Tigrayan miner Kalali said, "The war took our lives. Now the gold rush is taking our land." Way good, fan. That's it for this Semonigna Spotlight expose. Tigray's story deserves to be heard, and you can make it happen. Share this video, drop your thoughts in the comments, and tell us, should the UAE answer for this gold scandal? Hit that like button, subscribe, and join our mission to shine a light on the Horn of Africa's untold truths. We'll see you next time for another explosive story. Stay woke, stay curious, and keep the spotlight burning.